In this video, I'm going to show you how to build landing pages with AI that are not only high quality, but more importantly, actually drive conversions. Just like this digital product that's made me almost $10,000 passively, or landing pages for a local service business that they use on Google Ads and Facebook ads. Now, I'm going to give you a free landing page designer skill, so make sure you stick around to the very end. And if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Ryan. I'm a six-figure AI entrepreneur, and I've been in the marketing industry for over a decade now. And if you want to know my favorite AI tools, automations, and even my favorite skills, be sure to get my free AI Marketing Essentials Guide. You can find the link for this in the video description or pinned comment below. And speaking of the landing page designer skill, I offer this for free inside my AI Marketing Insiders community. I'll leave that link in the description below as well. And then in the classroom, free Claude Code skills, you'll scroll down and you'll see the landing page designer skill where you can download this for free. But now let's actually get into the tutorial. So in this example, I'm going to be building a landing page with Claude Code. And yes, I know there are a million other ways with AI that we can build landing pages through different SaaS tools or vibe coded solutions like Lovable, but I would rather use something like Claude Code or Codex where we have more quality control and we're actually going straight to the source. And you'll see I'm using Visual Studio Code. That is my IDE of choice. I'm using the Claude Code extension, but you can also use Cursor, Google Anti-Gravity, the Claude desktop app, or you can just use the terminal. And if you have no idea what I said, I'd recommend watching my Claude Code beginner's guide in the video description below first. And within Claude Code, I'm going to be using the landing page designer skill that I mentioned previously that you can get this for free. And if you've never used a Claude skill before, you can think of this as an SOP or a standard operating procedure for Claude Code to follow with best practices, right? So here for landing pages, I have a proven formula: offer, audience, primary CTA, CTA destination, proof, brand, visual proof, asset, right? And this has learned from all the different landing pages that I built with this over the past several months. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a fresh chat of Claude Code, and I had a prompt ready to go that I'm going to be doing for this particular example. Use the landing page designer skill, so I'm first calling that skill out to generate a landing page for Bloom Chiropractic. Now, Bloom Chiropractic is a friend of mine. She owns a chiropractic business here in the Des Moines, Iowa area, and I'm going to build her a landing page to get better conversions for the Google ad campaign that she has running. As right now, you'll see it's just going straight to the homepage, which Marketing 101, you never want to run paid ads straight to your homepage unless it is fully optimized for conversions, which most website homepages are not. We want to reduce friction and we want people to convert. That is the number one goal of creating landing pages, especially when you're paying for that traffic. So if I go back to my Claude Code setup here, I gave it the URL and I said I've uploaded a folder in this workspace called Bloom Chiro Brand Assets. So if I scroll down here and minimize this folder, you'll notice at the very bottom, I have Bloom Chiro Brand Assets. So here I've uploaded photos, I have the logo, I have a Bloom Chiropractic brand guide. So it's important I call that out because if you're trying to build a high quality landing page or even website for that matter, you do need to provide the appropriate context of colors, font, logo, images, etc. And then here I say this needs to be optimized for conversions with phone calls as the primary conversion. So I want to optimize for phone calls, not form submissions. Make sure you add a no index tag. That's very important so we don't conflict with the primary website if we're using a different domain. I'm going to show you how to set this all up later. And then also carry over any Google Ads tracking pixels from the current website. I'm also going to use the same phone number, which you could use CallRail or some other call tracking service. I'm just going to keep it simple in this example. Then I'm also going to use the same contact form. So I wanted to analyze the code there. So I'm going to go ahead and bypass permissions here because I'm going to have this run in the background while I work on other things. And then for the model, we want to make sure that we're using Opus 4.8. Hopefully Claude Fable comes back, but in the meantime, we'll stick with Opus 4.8. I want to bypass permissions here. I'd also recommend leaving thinking mode off, and then I'd recommend having this on low to medium effort just for token consumption. I think honestly for this use case, if we go like high or ultra or anything like that, it's going to be overkill. So I'm going to leave this on low effort, turn off thinking, Opus 4.8, bypass permissions, and I'm going to go ahead and initiate this task for the agent to start working on this landing page. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead and wait till this first part is complete. All right, and so after a few minutes, Claude Code successfully built this landing page. And if you really want to and you're curious, you can look at the conversation, look at its thought process, look at exactly what it was doing. But here it gave me this local URL. So if I go ahead and click this, this is going to open up the landing page in a local address, meaning that this is only stored on my device locally right now and is not live on the internet. And this is great, especially when you're going through first initial drafts, you're looking for reviews, updates, suggestions, where you can come in here and say, one thing I would change is to make the logo more apparent, or maybe change the copywriting a little bit, or maybe swap in some images, right? There's a million different things that you could change here, but overall for a first draft, I really like the way that this landing page looks. It's clean, it's optimized for conversions, the phone number works correctly, the contact form works, the booking form works, the information's correct. So you could add as many revisions and tweaks as you want. If you came back to Claude Code, you would just say, all right, fix the logo, fix the copy, or fix whatever, and then you would just wait and then get the next version of that draft. But for the purposes of this example, I'm going to go ahead and say that this landing page is ready for production. As in my honest marketing opinion, this would be ready for production. It's usable, although I would probably fix a few things. But for the purposes of this demo, we're going to say that this is ready to use. And now let's move on to the next step of how we actually get this live on the internet. So the next step in this process is to create a GitHub repository that will allow us to store all of the files, the code, etc. And if you've never used GitHub before, it's completely free to sign up. I'll leave a link in the video description below. And then once you sign up for a free account, you would click the drop-down menu on the top right, click repositories. Obviously, you wouldn't have these repositories like I'm showing on my account. And then you would go ahead and click new. And this is going to create a new repository. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Bloom. Let's just do Bloom Cairo, right? Or whatever the name is of that landing page that you're building. I'm going to say landing page for Bloom Chiropractic, right? Or whatever you want here. I'm going to go ahead and save this as a private repository. You can leave it at public. I'm just going to do private in this example. You don't need a README. You don't need to do gitignore or licenses. I'm just going to go ahead and click create a repository. And it should go ahead and actually create that new GitHub repository. Now, there are a few ways that we can now upload these files to GitHub. You'll notice once this repository is created, you'll see an option that says upload an existing file. So here's where you could drag those files right here, or you could upload them from your desktop or wherever those files are stored that Claude Code created. But the nice part about VS Code is that you can actually sync GitHub inside your VS Code setup with Claude Code. And I have a full separate tutorial explaining how to build full-fledged websites where I go through that in more detail. So I'll link to that in the video description below. But what I'm going to do next here is I'm going to go back to the main repository URL. I'm going to copy and paste this website address. And then the nice part about this is since GitHub and VS Code are all synced up together, I'm going to say, great, now upload all files to my GitHub repo, right? I'm going to paste that URL for my GitHub repo right there, click go, and then I'm going to skip ahead and wait till this part is done. All right, and so after about a minute, all of my files are now uploaded to that newly created GitHub repository. What I like about Claude Code is it even provides the URL where if I click it, it just pulls it up in my web browser. So I'm going to minimize Claude Code. Here is that new GitHub repo. Notice how all my files are here with the assets, the index.html file, but this is still not live on the internet. We need a solution to actually deploy this live. And one of my favorite solutions for doing this is Cloudflare. You can also use Vercel. Vercel is another high quality solution for this. But if you don't have a Cloudflare account, it's completely free to get started. Create a free account. And then once you create a free Cloudflare account, on the left-hand side under Build, go ahead and click Compute and then Workers and Pages. You should see a screen that looks similar to this. Obviously, you won't have all of the stuff here that I have created, but you should see Create Application. So go ahead and click that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a page instead of a worker. So on the bottom, it'll say looking to deploy pages, click get started. Now, this is the screen for creating pages. They make this so easy with syncing up an existing GitHub repository, which is why I really like the solution that Cloudflare offers. So here it says import an existing Git repository. I'm going to click get started. And the nice part about this, you want to make sure you're checked on GitHub. You need to sync up your GitHub account. So notice rdozer13, that's my GitHub account. It's already synced up. And here is the repository that we just created, Bloom Cairo. So I'm going to make sure that that is checked and then go ahead and click begin setup. Then it's going to ask for a project name. I want just main production branch. There's no framework preset in this particular instance. No build command. I'm going to leave build output directory blank. Don't worry about these advanced settings. And then I'm just going to click save and deploy. And then in a matter of maybe a minute or two, this is now going to deploy live on the internet. So I'm going to skip ahead and wait till this part is done. All right, and so in less than a minute, my new landing page is now live on the internet. So if I go ahead and click this URL, this landing page is officially live. Anyone can access this on any web browser. However, just a word of caution, I've run into this in the past. If you try to use a .pages or a .dev domain on a Google Ads campaign or a Facebook Ads campaign, more than likely your ad will get flagged because they do not like these types of URLs or domains when you're trying to run ads. It just flags a lot of their policies. I've run into this in the past. And so the solution around this is one of two things. You can use a subdomain. So for myRyanDozer.com, whenever I sell digital products, I use a subdomain. So this one is skills.ryandozer.com. Or you can purchase a completely separate domain. And that's what I have done in this particular example. So if I go back to Cloudflare, click domains, click overviews, this is going to show all the domains that I run through Cloudflare. And I did purchase one called bloomcairo.org for the purposes of this new landing page. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my actual page here of Bloom Cairo. I'm going to click on this, and then this will launch the actual setup here. And then what I'm going to do is click custom domains. I'm going to click set up a custom domain. And if you remember, it was bloomcairo.org was the domain that I purchased through Cloudflare. I'm going to click continue, and then this will configure the DNS. We need to confirm a new DNS record. I'm going to click activate domain, and then this should initialize and actually use that domain for this particular landing page. I'm not sure how long this will take, so I'm going to skip ahead and wait till this part is done. And just like that, within a minute or so, this new domain is now active. And so the next step is I would pull up a new tab in my web browser, and then I would test this domain, and this is now live on the internet. Seems to be working correctly. Just for second measure, I always like to open an incognito window, paste the new domain right here, just to double check that everything is working, and it is. I would then text myself this domain, pull it up on my mobile device so I could check to see what it looks like on mobile, as that's where most of the web traffic would be coming from. Another second measure here is I would view the page source, because remember, I bought a new domain, bluecairo.org. The last thing I would want to do is conflict with the primary website of Bloom Chiropractic. And so that's why, if you remember originally, I added a no index tag, meaning that search engines will not index this. So Google, Bing, whatever, will not index this new domain of bloomcairo.org. And that's very important. And honestly, we don't care about that because this is only a landing page for paid traffic. We don't want organic traffic to this landing page. But long story short, that is how you build a high quality, high converting landing page with AI in a matter of minutes. And again, if you want this free landing page designer skill, simply join my AI Marketing Insiders community for free. Go to the classroom, click free Claude Code skills, scroll down, and you can download this landing page skill completely for free. And if you want my 25 plus other marketing, content creation, and business skills that I'm using daily within my Claude Code setup, you can check out my Claude Code skill stack. I'll leave a link to that in the video description below. But also, if you've made it this far into the video, I truly appreciate you. If you found value, be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below, and most importantly, I hope you all have a great day.